All in today's class we are going to discuss about conversion of energy. You all know there are different types of energy present. For example, here we have heat energy, we have electrical energy, we have solar energy, we have chemical energy, and we have mechanical energy. Electrical energy, we are getting electricity, that is electrical energy. Solar energy, the energy which is coming from the sun is solar energy. And we have chemical energy, and mechanical energy is nothing but physically we are doing some work, that is mechanical energy. So here, what is this conversion of energy? See, here we can convert one energy form into another energy. Suppose we can convert heat energy into electrical energy and electrical energy into heat energy. Or else you can convert mechanical energy into heat energy, or else you can even convert solar energy into heat energy. So from one energy to another energy, we can convert from one energy into the other energy. So how it is going to happen, we are going to see now. For example, you all know, if you rub your hands, when take your two hands and starts rubbing your palms together. When you start rubbing your palms together after 5 minutes, how do you feel? You feel that some heat is producing from your palms. So what is happening here? First you are rubbing your palms, that means mechanical energy. Rubbing your palm means you are physically working, you are rubbing your two palms. Then this mechanical energy, after some time, it is going to convert into heat energy, because heat is producing, no? So heat energy is producing from mechanical energy. So from one energy you are converting another energy. And you have stones, okay? You can take a stone. So what happens, or you can take, this is known as soap nut, okay? So you can take a soap nut, or you can take a stone and rub it on the ground. When you rub it on the ground, what is going to happen? Take a stone and start rubbing on the ground. When you are rubbing on the ground, it is a mechanical energy. When you are rubbing on the ground, you are using mechanical energy. After some time, heat will be produced from that. So, from mechanical energy, we are converting that into heat energy. And if you all see here, this is an electrical heater. You all know, if you want to heat your water, what we are going to do? We are going to you are going to plug this to an electrical switch. So how your water is heating, how this energy is coming from where this energy is coming from? So from electrical. So electrical energy is being converted into heat energy. So you are using electrical energy. By that electrical energy, you are heating the water. So from one energy, we are converting into the other energy. And if you see here, gas stove. Here you are seeing gas stove, but down cylinder also will be there. Gas cylinder will be there. Okay. So this gas cylinder, in this gas cylinder, what is going to present in this gas cylinder? In this gas cylinder, you have in this gas cylinder, gas will be present, and this gas is made up of different chemicals. That means it is chemical energy. That means it is chemical energy, as different chemicals are present in the gas. So from chemical energy, what you are getting? Heat you are getting. You are, from chemical energy, we are using heat. We are getting the fire. So chemical energy is converted into heat energy. So here, from one energy to another energy, we can convert from one energy to the other energy. If you all know solar energy, what is solar energy? Solar energy is actually will be coming from the sun. The energy from the sun is called as solar energy. So we are using solar heaters now. So what is happening from solar energy? We are converting that into heat energy. So like this we have different examples from where one energy is converted into other energy. Heat energy is converted into electrical energy. Always not only electrical energy is converted into heat, but heat energy is also converted into electrical energy. In a steam engine, heat energy is converted into mechanical energy which helps in moving the engine. And also this heat energy in turbines, in thermal power stations, this heat energy in thermal power stations, heat energy will be converted into electrical energy. In thermal power stations, you can convert heat energy into electrical energy. So like this, energy forms can be converted into one and into another energy. So this is about conversions of energy. And here, one thing what we have to know is, we have to know what is the difference between heat and the temperature. Heat and temperature are both are different terms. They are not same. Then what is this heat? Heat is an energy which makes an object appear hot or cool. What is heat? Heat is an energy which makes an object to appear hot or cool. That is heat. Then what is temperature? Temperature is a measurement to know how much hot the object is or how much cool the object is. So temperature here is a measurement to know how much hot the object is and how much cool the object is. So that is about temperature. Now, if we want to find out the exact temperature of one particular object, what we have to do? For example, in my home I have a cloth. Now, I want to know the length of the cloth. If I want to know the length of the cloth, I have to use some instrument to measure the length of my cloth. So simply I will take a scale or I will take a tape and I am going to measure the length of the cloth. In the same way, if I want to measure the temperature of one particular object, then I also need one instrument. So the instrument which find out the exact temperature is thermometer. So thermometer, we have thermometer to know the exact temperature of an object. If you all have observed here, this is the clinical thermometer which will be used by doctors. So if you observe this clinical thermometer, you have thermometer. It will be, first of all, this thermometer is very long tube which is made up of glass. Completely this thermometer will be made up of glass. And thermometer bulb. Thermometer is actually made up of a glass tube, and this round bulb like structure is known as thermometer bulb, and this thermometer bulb contains mercury. So the mercury thread is going to continue throughout the thermometer. So this is known as capillary tube. This is known as capillary tube. The thermometer thread which is continuing throughout the thermometer, this small tube like thing, that is known as capillary tube. And this whole thing here, this whole body, you call it as a stem. This whole body you call it as a stem. And last part you call it as a hook. So these are the parts of a thermometer. Once again we will see, this is the thermometer bulb. This whole body you call it as a stem, and the small tube which is present inside the thermometer, this is known as capillary tube. And at last you have a hook which is present at the end of the thermometer, and a kink is present, a constriction. This tube will not be straight, but here some bending will be there, that is known as a kink or constriction. We will discuss actually why kink is present on the thermometer, and if you see some readings will be there on the thermometer. Okay, thus those readings are only helpful to find out the exact temperature of one particular object. So how this thermometer is going to work and how we are going to use this thermometer and why we will be using only mercury in the thermometer, that we are going to discuss in the next class.